Sometimes it feels like when we talk, people ignore us. Have you felt something like this before? Like we're sitting somewhere and people ignore our presence entirely, as if they don't even notice who is sitting there or near them. Why does this happen? That's the point. Why do you feel like this? Because you're focusing too much on others. That can be one of the reasons you lack confidence. There can be many other reasons as well. Now, if I tell you that there's a shortcut through which you can gain powerful level confidence, something people also call dark confidence, using 2 dark psychology tricks, which are usually used for manipulation, but here I'll show you how to use them to gain confidence. So let's talk about the first trick, silent treatment. This is used in dark psychology to manipulate people. What's done here is silence is adopted so that the other person keeps talking again and again, seeking emotional validation. They open up their emotions so much that you can catch something from anywhere and use it for your own purpose. This is how it's used manipulatively. But how can we use it positively? If you sit somewhere silently, controlling your facial expressions, keeping a neutral expression, people will speak more in order to seek your reaction and validation. And when they speak more, they will lay out their emotions, their negativity, their weaknesses right in front of you. At such a moment, if you speak just one sentence, a neutral sentence, every word of which is carefully chosen, and then you don't stay there for long, you leave. What happens then? People think this person has no emotion. When they think like that, they can't understand what kind of nature or emotional side you have. Since they can't figure you out, they don't try to give you advice. They don't say things in front of you which might be wasted because they don't know your emotional side. This gives you confidence. People come to you because they know your... Let me give an example. A very good one just came to mind. You must have seen those people who do black magic or things like that, or do future predictions. What do? They do exactly this. They never show their expressions. They listen to people, they give advice, but they never ask for advice about their own life. When they don't ask for advice about their own life, people go to them and say, "Tell us what to do and how," even though they have no proof of their credibility. Even the smallest flaw in their life, they share it in front of them. So what is this? Since they aren't dependent on emotional validation, they naturally come across as confident and capable. Similarly, you become confident that no one is there to guide me. I'm the one guiding others. And when you make your own decisions and succeed in them, people see that you're controlling yourself well. As far as learning is concerned, when you silently listen to people, they share their emotions and life stories, and you learn a lot from their experiences. This helps you start making better decisions for yourself, and you don't have to repeat bad experiences on your own. They come to you and say, "You handled yourself so well, now guide us too." Then it's your choice whether you want to guide them or not. But just imagine it for a moment. You'll start feeling confident just by imagining it. That's the real power. So in this first trick, what did we do? We controlled ourselves, our expressions, our words. We controlled people's perception of us. We created our own image that the world should know us this way. But I'm sharing this only for confidence. Don't use for evil. And now, second trick, fake urgency. First trick is enough alone to give you such confidence that you could live your whole life with it. But I'm sharing a second one just so that you can reach 110% confidence. In dark psychology, this trick is used to manipulate people by creating fake urgency. So much urgency is created that the other person doesn't get the time to even think, so they can't refuse you. Your thought needs some time to process. But before that time arrives, the manipulator demands a response, so you agree with them. You think, "I need time to think, but this is urgent, and maybe this person is right. I should go along." Now, how can we use this positively for confidence, not to manipulate others? Yes, understand this. We will beautifully use the urgency of this dark psychology trick to dodge many of our blocks that are obstacles in the way of our confidence. Tell your brain, "Yes, I need this urgently. I have to finish this in 5 minutes." What happens then? Your many blocks are bypassed. Your doubt, your overthinking, the biggest issue before doing any task. So, for confidence, the first thing is, we have to avoid this emotional overthinking. We need self-control. And how do we do that? By giving ourselves urgency. I have to complete this task in this much time. I have to do this within these hours. I have to complete this in these many days. What happens then? You take instant action, and as soon as you take action, confidence kicks in. Yes, I can do this. When you start something, as soon as you do a little, you realize it's possible. Your willpower doubles, and that gives you confidence. Let me give an example. I had no confidence at all, so I used to go to work in the marketing field with my manager. There, we had to give a presentation to 25 people. For a long time, my manager was the one who gave the presentation, but I knew that one day I would have to give it too. My confidence level was 0, but my manager did one thing. He created urgency. When 25 people were sitting in the room, he didn't give me a chance to overthink. He pushed me. The door opened, I went inside, and everyone's eyes were on me. Then I started my presentation. Yes, I hesitated, but not as much as I used to before. He repeated this practice 2 to 3 times. And this urgency, the way he gave me a command like a militant saying, "Do it quickly," helped me bypass many of my blocks. So yes, this is exactly what we're talking about. If I create urgency somewhere and challenge myself, I have to do this task in 10 minutes or 1 hour, and I complete that challenge. What happens then? I gain confidence, and that confidence, that's what makes you appear confident in life. So in this second trick, I'll just say this. Wherever you go, create urgency. It has another benefit too. People will feel like you're not a free person. You're busy, valuable. You're not like others, not useless. They'll respect you, and respect gives confidence. So all these things are a circle. When you jump into this circle and start applying these things in your life, this becomes a cycle where everything starts supporting your confidence. Apply it in your life and come back and tell me in the comments how much benefit you got. Dark psychology is not considered ethical in books. I understand that, but note this. Negative things attract more. You'll notice, negative things attract you more. And the things that attract more, they're easier to learn. When you read with interest, you learn quickly. But if you use it positively, then it brings nothing but benefit.